Hey, I'm just gonna get started. I normally wait till, like, the end of the song or whatever, but I didn't really see the point today. Here's the thing. There's, like, a thunderstorm watch. It's already been raining a little bit, so if I, like... if my stream stops suddenly, that's why. Also, there's apparently a Resident Evil 4 remake, someone just told me. I'm sure Sarah would be very interested to know about that, so I'm just going to DM her really quick. Hey, there is a RE4 remake apparently in the works. Okay, so that's done. Hi, there's gonna be Facecam today, and there's also going to be the state of play is going on. See, I'm not watching that because I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. I can't tell you what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. Oh, you have that in the back. But, I'll turn that on in a second, the face cam. There's cars outside because I'm dying of heat. It's hotter in here than it was last stream. Maryland is very humid. It kind of sucks. But, yeah, I found a Backrooms thing. Came out recently. I was mainly watching, like, Rara play a bunch of, like backroom shit. And I decided, okay, I'll find, like, what else is there. And I found, the Backrooms 1998. It is, like, a found footage thing, so you're, like, controlling a camera, or you have, like, a camera, and that's, like, your view. There's, like, items and shit you can find to, like, mark your path and stuff. Because, like, the Backrooms, it's, like, it could be endless. You never know where you're gonna be. The Goof Rooms. I've been sent to the Goof Rooms. It kind of sucks in here. But, I don't really know that much about it other than, from the screenshots I've seen, it might not be incredibly true to what you would expect out of the Backrooms. I kind of compare it to, if you've seen Kane Pixels videos, I think that's the name of their channel, right? Yeah, Kane Pixels. They make a lot of the well-known Backrooms videos. I kind of compare it to that, as to what being true to it should be. But they kind of... This game seems to add, like... I don't want to say generic, but it adds, like, rooms that are kind of more made for, like, most other types of horror games, rather than what would fit in the setting. For instance, there was, like, a room that was, like, there's, like, blood everywhere, and, like hooks and gore and whatnot, and I'm like, does that really work here? Like, Does that make sense? I don't know. Because it's supposed to be, like, all, like, kind of these liminal spaces and such, I would think. But, what is important, or what's more important than that, is there's monsters in the back rooms, which there are in the source material. There are in most of it. And the one in this game that sets it out, it can hear me talk, which is where you come in. I have implemented a new channel points redemption, or I shouldn't say a new one, but I've updated an old one, where you could initially kind of do like little voice requests for me to do. There is now, I've kind of broadened the scope a little bit. You can now give me prompts for me to improvise, just to get kind of like that improv flow going in most streams, and I'm kind of bringing that to like the bigger type of debut, so to speak, for this one. So the price is a little bit cheaper than it normally would be. It will cost you 1,500 doubloons. 1,500 Jester hats. So if you have points, you can force me to talk when the monster can hear me, and it will not end well, probably. It probably won't end well. It probably will cause the monster to realize where I am, and it will chase me, and I'll probably die, and it won't be good. And with that said, I'm gonna start things up here. Hi, I shaved. It's not a good look, I know. But on the bright side, I did add a funny little color background to my camera, so it's not just the camera feed. Now it's like, it looks better. You get like a little ring around it. It looks cool. Also, they added like a no jump scare mode like just the other day, which is gonna be good for this, because why would there be jump scares in the back rooms? I feel like that was kind of out of place to begin with. Or at least like generic, just like weird jump scares, you know. The monsters that are in there, it's like they're kind of more silent from what I've seen, and they're not really the type of monster that you would think would be the type of thing to jump scare. So take that as you will. I'm gonna go ahead and play with the no jump scare mode, because I feel like that's truer to the source material. Plus, I'm not really a huge fan of jump scares anyway, just because I feel like it's just a really easy cop-out kind of method to do in most cases. For horror games, I feel like the best type of horror is like the bomb technique, or whatever that is that I think Alfred Hitchcock mentioned it. It's like they tell you that the thing is there, and then that suspense builds up, like, when's it gonna go off? When is the thing gonna happen? And it's like it's the suspense that is the most effective thing in like a horror experience to me. So I kind of prefer that over just, oh, we surprised you, you know? I know I left the music on. I was gonna get to that in a second, but I guess I'll do it now. I don't think the back rooms need jump scares. Yeah. Case in point. Let me look over the how-to again really quick. I think the controls were fairly simple, and I did kind of rebind a couple things. For instance, Q and E I just made to peek around corners, which I guess this does not update that, but oh well. No jump scare mode. It will still contain some jump scares, but only little to none. Everything else will still be the same. Other progress will also be lost. Dunzo. There's babies on that. Oh, that was loud. You can use your paint gun to draw on walls for pathfinding. That will be useful. I think at some point there's a chance Vectroid could join the stream. She voiced a little bit of interest in it, but I don't know what her sleep schedule's like, so for all I know, she could still be asleep right now. We'll see what happens. I imagine... Dude, that is loud as fuck. That's loud as hell. I'm gonna have to adjust that. In fact, if I turn my volume down on my speakers, does that affect anything? That's a child. I think the whole gist of this is like in the original like found footage video that blew up.
Rolling.
It's like they're filming like home videos or home movies and stuff. And then the guy just suddenly no clips out of reality. Yeah, 1998 there, I think.
Come on, man, do something cool.
Does he just
Want to
fall
be
through the
famous,
earth
right? Oh yeah, Drake!
Sick tricks. And slipped on the V key? What do you mean? It's just like, I feel like it's a very bad idea to... Okay. I feel like it was a very bad idea to point your camera at your skateboard when you're... Oh, right. The no-clip V key. Gmod. I feel like it was a very bad idea to point the camera down at your feet when you're trying to do a trick. I feel like if he didn't do that, maybe he wouldn't be here. Where is the... I don't have a controller plugged in. Why is it showing the thingy? Oh, game volume. Turn that shit down. Apply? Okay, maybe a little bit higher. Is there only one volume setting? Also, I swear I set the quality to be higher before. I guess it just doesn't keep my settings. Hold on, what about... Okay, we still have the controls, so that's good. The sensitivity is kind of insane. Wait, what?
What the hell is this?
Oh, okay. I thought, like, me talking was making him talk. I think that's just a coincidence. Mouse sensitivity, turn that shit down. Turn that to, like... Here. That's a little bit better, yeah. Welcome to the... Ooh, I'm bald. Welcome to the yellow zone. Also, he has a very underwhelming reaction to this, I should say. He's like, oh, what the hell is this? Where am I? Hello? Immediately we do see that the microphone thing is going on. In the bottom there. What is this? That's a flashlight right there. I'm gonna take that. Anglehead pocket flashlight. Oh, press 1 to use the flashlight. I see. But it... Oh, it takes a second for it to turn on. Yeah, we got the macaroni lights in here. We only use the best stuff. What is this? It's a drawing. Does it say anything? I made new friends. His name, I think, is Lee or Larson. Don't remember. I'm playing at his house. Who's putting shit stains on this? But it's cold down here in the basement. I wonder when he let me go home. That, what does that have to do with this? I don't think the backrooms is dictated by, like, one person. I don't think there's, like, a guy who is just lurking in here luring kids, and that doesn't seem to make any sense. Do I have a sprint? I guess I can kind of run. But I also have, like, limited stamina.
Guys?
Guys!
Funny?
I like the idea of just, like, him being outdoors and he's thinking, like, he tripped at something he's here. He's like, oh, you rascals, you guys put me in here. I can rotate. I can rotate cube! The first game ever that lets you rotate cubes in real time. What more could you want? This is a very linear kind of setup here so far. Oh. There goes Clown Limes. He just wanted to film his slick skater video. You're right, but then... You know... The,
Anyone around?
Hello? What the fuck is that? What? What am I looking at here? Wait, what? There's like a person, but then I like move my camera a little bit and they're just not there anymore. Welcome to the rat rooms. We got weird things that you kind of maybe see, but also maybe not. I have a small black crowbar for removing wooden boards. Oh, hey, I need that. Can I open drawers? No? We do have a bucket of some kind. So we know that Stanley of the Parable will appreciate this. I do enjoy, I think they do a good job with... Yo, Neon Cats. With the coach scream. I don't know when the monster's gonna show up. But we do have a crowbar, so... How do I use this? 3? Question mark? Oh, there we go. I wonder if, like, the crowbar has, like, some kind of, like, durability. But the tutorial is doing an okay job. It tells you what you need to know, and it does it in, like, an intuitive way. Fucking God. Welcome to Stanley's rooms. Your dirty footprints leave a trail. This can be used as an advantage to... Bro, where? Where am I... What footprints? Those aren't real. I can hide. That's a thing. This is a door that has blood on it. It is locked and needs it. You know, I realized something. My microphone is, like, constantly getting something. Like, it's constantly picking something up. And I feel like this could already be putting me at a major disadvantage. But I need a key. Why do I feel like I...
Hello?
Oh, you fucking dummy. What are you doing? I hear, like, something in the distance, but I'm also... It feels like it's far away. Is there, like, an item that I can use? This, like... There's, like, this weird, like, wind or, like, fan noise going on, and I kind of hate it. Wait a minute. Thought I saw, like, a person. Is there, like, a way I can disable that? Or is that just not possible? Microphone detect. Oh, I can disable that if I need to. Why would I do that? I was already born when the game took place. I wasn't. Which is good, because that means I can never be here. I'll never be here ever. But God, wouldn't it be nice if I could disable this fan sound effect? Which I guess I can't do that. What the fuck? Is it... Maybe it's like the VHS quality? Oh, I can hide in lockers. Hold up. Can I just, like, not do that? Disable that. Nope, that did not fix it. Fuck. Okay, well... Some items can also be interacted with. Some will be a point of interest. This noise is really fucking annoying. Welcome to the Christ Zone. We got children here. What does this say? Little Timmy, when he was younger, with his favorite jacket after eating his favorite lunch, fried chicken. So happy, love you, X. And when it says X, that means they're in Britain. That's the only people who say that. Can I take this? No? Okay. What if it was useful as, like, a decoy? Think about it. Wow, this flashlight is dog shit. There's a person. That's, I don't like that. Where's the locker? Fuck, dude. Do items clip into the back rooms? I don't know. That's a possibility. Or maybe people have things on them when they fall in, I'm not sure. Should I, like, stay quiet when I'm in a locker? Would they be able to open it? Or... I don't know. Maybe it was nothing, because, like, there were, like... I read something that was, like, maybe you see things that are not really there, you know? Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, and it's hard to know. But I'm also, like...
Guys, this isn't funny.
This isn't funny! Maybe there would not be, mannequin monsters, you know? Like, why would those be here? Also, when do I know when my... Oh, right, there's a bar. That's a child? Can I equip an item? I think this is kind of like a passive thing, isn't it? What is this? Found a baby. Oh, he's got a... What is that? It's a feet... Okay, I thought that was a dick. I was worried for a second. That kind of does nothing, though. Also, I feel like it's... Fucking God, dude. Why? If a person can, a desk should too. I mean, yeah, maybe. Although I imagine some stuff like desks are already kind of in here because it's like, you know, fake office setting. Why am I like tilted? Oh, what the fuck? That's gotta be fake, right? That's not like a real thing I'm experiencing. That's not like a real shadow. I feel like, okay, I don't know why I have my flashlight on in here. It's bright. I don't need it. Bitches, help? I was worried that an umbilical cord was a pee-pee. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, I have to go in there. There's only one way to go. Oh, that thing, I fucking hate that thing. Oh, I hate that. Hello, skis? Wouldn't it be nice if you could find another person in here? Or, like, the key that I'm required to find? Okay, I'm good. Hey, that's a key right there, actually. Now, can I equip it? Or is that just... Oh, I can move it in spaces? I have inventory management? I don't like that the mannequins be looking like that, to tell you the truth. Jesus fucking Christ! Holy fucking dog shit! Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm sure that was, like, scripted, but holy shit! How does this guy just not fucking respond to that? Oh, what the fuck? It's a fucking chair. He has, like, nothing to say about that, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Their heads are gone. Fucking god damn it, dude. No jump scares my ass. For fuck's sake. This sucks. I kind of hate this. Were these aligned like this before? Oh god, I hate that I can't see anything. Okay, that was real. There's a fucking baby. That was that baby from a second ago. Holy shit. There's a baby walking around the door. Wait, no, it wasn't. What the fuck was that? I thought that was the fucking fetus. Ooh. Okay, it's just the fucking... It's just the tricycle. Oh, I thought I saw something. What is that music? Did I not... No. 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 No fucking chance, dude. You see that shit? Dog, I swear I just heard something move over there. Do I have, like, somewhere to hide? This dude runs like a fucking, like... He runs like a middle-aged man. What the fuck? He runs like he has, like a knee brace or something. It was like a dude peeking around the corner. And I hear something else. And I don't like that I hear something else. Part of me is like... Well, this is the tutorial area. Oh, you fucking cock. I don't like that. Was that there before? Hello, skis? My flashlight, I guess, just is useless. Can't pick any of this up. This flashlight is useless. There's a... Oh, it's a kid! It's a kid! Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I thought it was like... Jesus fucking... God! Fucking God! I fucking hate jump scares, dude! What is that? It's a fucking Why? Did he, like, remove the fucking... He removed, like, the fucking leg of it or some shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking... These kids and their mischief. Oh my god. That was the weirdest fucking scream I've done in forever. I can open... Nuh-uh. That's real. Damn, bitch. I'll see you later. How you fake that shit? Are you gonna fake a door being knocked? Fuck you. No, well, it did say little to no jump scares. Some are scripted. I think these are all scripted. Yeah, that fucking got me. I like games like Outlast and Amnesia, because, like, those aren't jump scares so much. Those are, like, that's bomb theory or technique or whatever the fuck you call it, right? That's, wussy. Really? That's what you're calling me?
Hello?
Dude, you really gotta stop fucking doing that, dog. What is that? Did I find some fucking hand sanitizer? Me making the window really small and turning down the volume so I don't get startled. Good fucking luck. Let's see what that does for you. See, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but this might be what's labeled as foreshadowing. It don't make a sound. And then you remember what this stream is supposed to be, and I realize just how fucked I am. Is this the paint gun? Oh, it is. Take that. And then can I equip it? F? How do I equip this? Can I don't know. What does this do? I don't know if I don't know how to use this. Do I have to, like, go into my inventory and equip something? Hold up. Controls. It does not really tell me how to... How do I label something? Oh, wait, shortcut. Is this not a shortcut type of thing? I would think it would be. Paint mode. Stand close to a wall and spray paint. Well, what if I don't want to do that? Oh, it's just bound to F. I get it. Okay. There's a lot of hidey holes in here. Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh, you're kidding. You're joking. I can only save once. Okay. Aren't there, like, limited saves for this game? That's what I've heard. Okay. What the fuck? Is this like the discount Jigsaw? Who is this? Who is this funky man? Did I already save? Oh, you know what it might be? It might be I have two things bound to F, possibly. Unless... No. Is there like a different... whatever, it doesn't matter. It's probably not a huge deal. Remember, you got points redemptions if you want to fuck me over here. This is where it probably becomes important. But also, what if he didn't do that?
What the hell is this?
Oh, what is this? This doesn't make any sense. I won't take this into account. You're scared you're going to make a 12:30 a.m. grilled cheese. Hey, here's my response to that. What did the hell was that? That is the worst zoom in of all time. That is an awful zoom in. It doesn't even do anything. This camera sucks. Hello? Eh? Did the child fucking do this? Bro, I can't read any of that. Don't run, don't breathe. It will notice if you don't close doors. This doesn't... I feel like this doesn't really work for the back rooms. I don't know. I don't really feel like the... Yeah, I think not. What the fuck is this guy doing? You see this fucking guy? I gotta get the bread and milk! Does anyone see the bread and milk around here? I gotta get the bread and milk! I gotta get the bread and milk. I know what's in there. I gotta get the fucking bread and milk. Oh, they're running out of the bread and milk. I gotta get over there fast. I gotta get the bread and milk. Oh. What the flying fuck? Why do you do that? Also, what is with the weird lighting thing going on here? Also, so far for backrooms, this is very, like, linear. I guess it's still technically, like...
The hell?
What? What do you mean, what the hell? What is he looking at? I kind of hate that. Door's locked. Okay. I gotta get out of here. It is far too dark. Let's not be here. I don't like that music. Did I get away from it? I hear like the music stop. 30-second mobile twitched away. That sounds like some bullshit. I swear I saw something move again. Dog, I'm telling you, it is way too dark in here. It is. I do not like how dark this place is. Why would it be this dark? Wait, was I here before? Wait a minute. I don't remember seeing these lockers. I don't like what I'm hearing. Dude, if these fucking fan sounds, like the wind blowing into your microphone, was not here, I feel like this would be so much more doable. I feel like this would be a lot easier on me. It's not even like a sensory thing, it just is muddling my senses. Or it's muddling my perception. But it's not like an overload thing. It's not. I don't really have to deal with that, but it's fucking annoying, though. There's something on the... Damn. Oh, it's just blood. Did he see something? There's a child. I have a crowbar. I don't know. That can't be a real monster. It's real something. It's something real, I'll tell you that much. Looks like somebody spilled some pizza sauce on the ground. What? This doesn't seem like the real backrooms at all. This seems like there's something completely different going on. But at least the setting is still kind of something. Bro, I hate how dark it is in here, though, I'll tell you what. How do I avoid that?
Hello?
You fucking... I hate when these rats show up. Why does it tell me all this about, like, avoiding glass and shit for him only to just yell out in the room, hello, when he's past it? That's like the most useless fucking flashlight in the world, though, I swear. Fucking stop. Stop fucking doing it. No. 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 This sucks so much. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not even what the real, like, backrooms monsters look like. They don't look like the... Where's the fucking SCP-173?
Guys?
You fucking
You
idiot.
think this is funny?
You're a fucking idiot. Okay. What am I looking at? It is so fucking dark in here. This flashlight ain't gonna last forever. Man, shut up. Dude, like, what is peeking gonna do if I can't even see what's 5 feet in front of me? This flashlight changes nothing. You can see maybe 2 feet in front. You can see what's maybe on the ground 2 feet in front of you. I kinda just have to go down the hallway. Fuck you. I fucking hate this effect. You have the worst camera in the fucking planet and you're trying to like film shit
Drake?
with that?
Liam? Anyone?
This would not be in the back rooms. SCP should probably clip into the back rooms of tables and people. I mean, yeah, but it's a different setting. Also, this is just a dead end. Okay. But, like, there's not one just person in here who's, like, evil and causing shit. It's not... That's not what this is. Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here and assume no one's... Oh. Here's something.
How the hell?
Can I see anything now? Barely. I am on low battery, so I'm just going to listen to the sound of child, apparently. I mean, yeah, I guess they suck, but I don't think they were this bad. I don't think they would do that every, like, minute. What? Where am I going? Was this way even down, like, down the hall? Was that even here a minute ago? Also, I don't think flashlights were the, like, most dysfunctional shit ever. I don't think that was there before. This is changing. No, this is definitely not like it was a minute ago. I do be in the back rooms. Although, I don't think this is the best rendition of it. Having said that, this shit do be creepy. What the fuck am I looking at here? That's a light, I think. Is this even where I came from? I don't know where else to go.
This is fucked up.
You're fucked up. I think it's been a very linear experience so far. That's nothing. Hello, skis. Okay. Have you considered trying to escape?
Everything feels the same.
I
This can't be real.
I'll get back to you on that. It is certainly an option. That sounds like a person. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, this is back where we came from. Although this kind of area was really pointless. Nothing really happened here. Yeah, why is it mostly hallways? It's usually more open than this. I guess because it's so expansive, anything's like kind of possible with the generation of it, but at the same time, like, not all of this stuff would be happening. It's supposed to be more of like a lonely experience with maybe some things lurking about. It's not fucking there's not supposed to be that. There's not supposed to be just other... I don't know, what the fuck. Also, how do you avoid that? Can I jump over?
This place is fucked up. I need to get out of here right now.
What the fuck was that? I didn't do that. I did not do that. Oh, I did not like that. I don't think my guy... Oh, you fucking idiot. Okay, it was me. Why is there a whistle button? Why would you want that? Wait a minute. Is that even in the controls? It's a jump button. Bro, I did not fucking jump when I pressed space, I can tell you that much. I still don't have a key. Oh, it was there the whole time. I missed it the first time. I think I'm going insane. That is it! Fucking Jesus! What the fuck, dude?
What the hell is that thing?
What? Where's the...
God,
Fine, I'll
oh
get the
my
fucking
God.
walker.
I better stay quiet. I better stay quiet. I need to control my breathing.
Bro, that sucked so much ass. Why? That was way too... Why? Why is it so fucking abrupt like that? I don't... Dude, my fucking computer is making too much noise. I think that's what it's picking up. Also, he keeps fucking coming back. Fuck you. How do I even advance from this point? I wish there was like some way to fucking distract him. Because I don't know where he will be, and I don't know where I need to go. It's kind of a problem. I'm not gonna turn it off. That defeats the whole point. I wonder. Okay, so I can use my Yeti as a weapon. Somehow my button on it to turn off the input kind of works. Although not often.
Get this motherfucker out!
Say, weird name for a user. Are you a real user? Shut the fuck up. I think he's getting closer. Bro, I really fucking hate how he's just in the same area. He won't leave the area. Like, he just, like, despawn or some shit. Fuck you. Make it, like, a passive thing. I need a fucking drink. Not alcohol. I just need, like, any drink. You were fucking joking!
Oh, please stop!
Fucking God! Why? That's not. You should. Fuck that. No. That kind of sucked, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was fucking awful. It was so fucking loud. Yeah. It's just like, I'm just like, what are you supposed to do there? He's basically guarding that whole fucking door the whole time. I'm also coming to the realization that my computer is like, my microphone is picking up my computer so much. That, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how was I not gonna get found there? Do you see me throw my fucking headset? That was like the fastest and, like, highest I ever fucking threw that thing. The thing went straight up. All my fucking, like, bottles that I have... Fucking fell over again. The thing, like, hit all of my bottles and it just knocked all of that shit over. I think this was a bad idea, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. I think this was a fucking terrible idea. It startled the shit out of me. I didn't think it was gonna... I mean, well, okay, I knew he was there because he was fucking screaming at me, but, like, I didn't think it was gonna be that loud. Yeah, that fucking hurt the shit on my ears. I don't know what to do there. Okay, if that was no jump scare mode though, like what is the jump scare? What is the normal one? Can I load? Oh, okay. 1998 wuss mode. Oh, is that why it called me a wussy on the wall? Because I had no jump scare mode? Is this is like a cruel fucking joke? I think there's like, in the normal one, there's more passive jump scares, but also, like, I mean, like, what else? Like, you still had the weird, scary shit happen all of a sudden on the camera, which I would count as, like, just a sudden jump scare, even if it's not a severe one. That was you. You're telling me every time I die, I'm gonna have to deal with that, like hearing that shit in my face. That's not even good design. That's just scaring you to scare you. It doesn't leave like a lasting impression. That's like the shit I don't like in horror games when it's just a cheap scare. There's no real. I think it was a better scare hearing the thing's footsteps in the distance and it gradually getting closer. I think that was more effective than the actual screaming in my face. I don't know what it's just. I'm not even sure if I want to try it again. Imagine calling someone a wuss for making a game more accessible to themselves. It's not even an accessibility thing, it's just... I'm trying to get, like, a more legitimate horror experience for the suspense. The suspense is what makes a good horror game to me. Or really any good, like, horror type of media. Just things jumping out at you, especially when he just breaks the door open or whatever. Like, why? That's not... It's not good. Like, that legitimately made me, like, annoyed. Like, sure, I screamed, but... I mean, in the end, sure, you get that, but, like, what's the long-term benefit of that, if any? Like, it's not gonna make me a better fan of your game. If anything, it's just gonna make me pissed off. Like, if I think of good horror experiences, this is not gonna be on the top of the list. I'm going to forget about this game. I mean, and it's not even just that either. It's like, everything I had seen up until this point... I'm going to make a comparison. I'm going to make a visual comparison. Everything you saw here, what did you see on the walls? You see, like, blood on the ground. You see baby crying for, like, horror purposes. You have... like, a gore monster, I guess. You have paintings that someone watching over you, like some evil villain scripted into like a story, is leaving out. None of this shit is in the actual, like, what you think of when you hear of the Backrooms, like, as it was meant to be. That's just generic horror shit. Why is that in this game? That completely betrays the point of what the Backrooms is. This is not the Backrooms. This is... They kind of just... I feel like this is a game that is piggybacking on how the Backrooms has blown up, while they also do not understand what makes a horror game good, and it's a cheap experience. Isn't the whole point of Backrooms supposed to be unsettling stuff where things feel off? Yes. It is full of liminal spaces. Where it's like it feels like you're in a room that is like kind of in transition between one place to another. There's like a lot of videos you could watch on it, but you're in a very isolated place, and that most of that is just the horror itself. You're trapped forever in a place that is potentially endless and nondescript, and it feels... There was a video that I might play on stream, that the main point of, like, you're in a place that feels like the world has forgotten about you. In fact, I think I am going to play that video, because I feel like it will do a better job explaining what the Backrooms should be. It is the atmosphere that makes a horror game. This is not a game that is built on atmosphere. It's built on cheap tricks. Why are there rooms full of blood? That wouldn't not be in here at all, unless like someone just kind of died there by like one of the monsters, but there's no dead body. And I also feel like they wouldn't seeing like the actual monsters that have like been in like a lot of the Backrooms like stuff. They're not just generic gore flesh monsters that tear people apart physically. I feel like there's something else going on that gets these people killed. you want the feeling of vaguely being watched, but you don't want it to be blatantly obvious like it is here. That it defeats the point of what the Backrooms is. There's supposed to be this lingering suspense feeling on your back, but when they just throw shit in your face and make it the scares so painfully obvious because they can't knowingly, I guess, I don't want to say they don't know how to do it and don't know how to muster up, like, drum up that kind of suspense feeling itself, because they had it working when the monster was, you could hear the footsteps. I liked that aspect when you could hear it. I did not like when the thing screams in my face and it's the first time meeting it. It's like, the monsters in the Backrooms and other pieces that I think are better representations of it are silent. Until, I mean, well, that's not true. You hear them screaming in the distance and they sound like people, and you're lured towards them. They make these strange noises. And then, when you actually do find them is when they scream. They don't hunt, I don't really think they hunt you down unless they directly see you. It's the kind of fear you have as a kid sitting in your room at night. Yeah, it is kind of like that. I'm gonna find a video. I'm going to play it on stream. Backrooms Forgotten. Yeah. This is like a 15-minute video. And I'm gonna throw it up on here. And also, I'm gonna close out this game because, like, frankly, I'm kind of fucking annoyed by it. Let's watch this instead.
This picture, posted to 4chan in 2019, would later make imaginations all across the internet run wild. It would go on to acquire a catalog of eldritch lore, securing its place as one of the internet's most obsessed over pieces of...
Already, look at this wide open room here where it's like you see so many places to go, and then think about what you just saw in that game. You had like one place to go, and it looked nothing like this.
Folklore.
It was not that dark in the game. I mean, or it was not that dark here
reality composed
as it
of
was
an
in the
infinite
game.
array of hallways just like this one. As a collaborative work of fiction, it reflects a
was way
deep-rooted
too linear.
existential anxiety encouraged by the condition of the world today. The original post describes how if you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality, a video game term used to describe when players glitch outside of physical boundaries, you'll end up in the backrooms. You can do your best to find the exit, but nobody has been confirmed to fully escape back into reality. Everyone's interpretation of the backrooms appears to be different. There are a lot of lore-expanding posts and several wikis with people devising new levels to the backrooms, all with their own similarly mind-bending qualities. But the original concept and photo are, I think, the most unsettling. For this...
So, it's supposed to be kind of like this mind-bending maze type of thing, right? And you feel like it's just like such a far cry out from like the normal world, and I feel like most of the horror is supposed to come from that. It is a place that is extremely familiar yet foreign at the same time, while you're just like that alone, and in a place that just like, while it looks as familiar as it does, it just doesn't make sense as to how it is, and because of how like expansive and like seemingly infinite it is. And the game that I just played had none of that focus whatsoever. It just felt like a basic like monster horror game, right? Now, I did not read into like what the levels of the backrooms were. I only kind of just got more into like understanding what the backrooms were recently. So maybe there's something I'm missing, but you're gonna kind of like it's gonna do like a good job of explaining this better than I can, but there's two very different focuses going on.
This video, I'm going to ignore these additional levels and the rumored creatures that inhabit them and focus on the core concept of the backrooms. Let's talk about the fear of being forgotten. In a short segment of his monumental text, Being in Time, the philosopher Martin Heidegger states that one of the ways we experience the existence of other people in the world is through the things they involve themselves with. Ever see a boat floating at a pier? Maybe you didn't exactly think, I wonder whose boat that is, but you did
Also, I
likely
am gonna-
recognize that the boat belongs to somebody.
I'm gonna change the stream audio, or I mean the stream like kind of name and stuff really quick. 'Cause this is probably gonna be like a permanent kind of tangent off. That game kind of sucked. Yeah, let's just update that really quick. I'm gonna do like another ping here and just kind of to notify that we're kind of pivoting. Pivoting from the game because it was jump scare central and not true to the core concepts of the Backrooms. Now I am showing what the game should have been. Learn with me. And I'll just do like a ping there. Car outside. But yeah, more on this.
Somebody designed it, somebody manufactured it, and now
bring
somebody
this back
owns
over.
it. In a way, that boat serves as a symbol for the existence of other people. The structure of the world's worldhood is such that others are not proximately present at hand as free-floating subjects along with other things, but show themselves in the world in their special environmental being, and do so in terms of what is ready at hand in that world. Now, imagine if that boat wasn't floating at a pier, but was marooned in a desert in a place where nobody could be found for miles. Encountering it there would certainly raise some questions, because the boat as a phenomenon conflicts with the context of its location. Though it'd be useful to be able to use this boat as an indication that the person responsible for its existence there might be nearby, we can't truly rely on it to do so. That doesn't
There's that kind of thing I like where you maybe the person is nearby, but you can't rely on the item being there itself as like something to prove that. In the game, you see things that are there, and it's like it is being made blatantly clear to you that whoever is putting this stuff here sees you, is nearby, and all of the stuff is being put into a context of just horror. And it's like everything, it takes away the mystery of like, hey, why is this stuff here? Oh, to scare you! Like, I mean, and I see you, I'm gonna scare you. It's like, why? Why? You're in the wrong game. You're in the wrong setting to be doing this. This is what I'm saying. None of this core concept does not apply to the game we just played.
doesn't mean that the parties involved with this boat never existed. Rather, the boat's traits generate general ambiguity. That boat in the desert is an example of what's called the uncanny. If the Backrooms feels even vaguely familiar, you've likely been in similar looking spaces before. Any vague sense of familiarity is quickly overwhelmed by everything else, though. A lot of design has to do with intent. When something is designed, we can discern its possible patterns to understand its purpose. We expect something from these spaces, and we devise the plans for our behavior in them accordingly. This is what's called a schema in psychology. But patterns are human details, and the Backrooms as an alternate reality wasn't
Slowly
designed.
know your location and
Its
then get
random
your butt.
structure and physics-defying
watching?
spaces
What am
are
I
only a
watching?
further testament to the point. The existence of the Backrooms
Yo.
therefore generates
Sure, you're doing a
confusion,
kickflip.
ambiguity, and unease.
You crazy for this
It's
one.
easier to read malicious intent in something we know very little about. The Backrooms aren't only unsettling because we can't use our preconceived schemata to plan what we should do, but also because human minds and hands had nothing to do with bringing it into existence. The Backrooms merely are. Can an infinite array of office spaces exist without people to fund, design, build, and own them? In the case of the Backrooms, the answer is an impossible yes. The Backrooms isn't a symbol for the existence of other people. The Backrooms has an unreadable intent. The Backrooms has forgotten humanity.
Oh, something else I realized. You see in even the dark areas here? Oh, nice automod, you fucked it up all. Why is that something that is being held? Oh, hey, I think it's good that you broke your bones. For a long time, I've had this idea of a horror game movie based on dissociation. I feel like liminal spaces and Backrooms have that vibe. You're right. I think they probably execute that in the best way if it is done properly. I think it does have the dissociation thing going for it. I think if you want something like that, that would be a good place to start. Here's the thing, though. Looking, even in the dark kind of rooms here, like, in the game it was dark, you still have decent lighting, and because it's a liminal space, you still see that there's, like, stuff in the distance, like, that it goes out into. Like, you see where the next room is, because liminal spaces kind of have that, like, transitory feel to them. Like, they're just a place in between, so there's always going to be more kind of stuff going on. Maybe sometimes there'll be, like, a curve where it'll kind of cut off your line of view, so you don't know what's around the corner. Like, because in the end, there's still that kind of... You can tell there's, like, kind of, like, a space out to the left in the picture here, and you don't know what's around the corner. The problem with the game is it's extremely dark. You can't see what's in front of you, which kind of defeats the liminal point. It is all just hallways, short, narrow hallways, where you not only can you not see the sides, like what's around the corner, you also can't see the end of the hallway. It's too dark, and it's just so narrow and small. It's not like this larger kind of seemingly infinite space because it was so linear as well. It wasn't really a real liminal space. It just felt like I was in some kind of normal house or something like that where there was like a creature in it. Unreality is cool, but when you fuck it up and just turn it into a jump scare fest, there's no point. It just makes me annoyed at something that could otherwise have been very cool. Instead, it just turns it into a joke. The best back rooms was where there was noise but nothing happens. I'm probably going to show at least one Kane Pixel video on this stream because I think he does it the best out of anybody. I think he does the best rendition of what the back rooms I think should be. But we'll get to that in a little bit. I want to watch this video.
The Backrooms isn't a symbol for the existence of other people. The Backrooms has an unreadable intent. The Backrooms has forgotten humanity.
Yeah, dissociation thing would be cool.
There have been moments in my life where I've taken a quick nap on the couch and lazily woken up to the sound of other people talking in the next room, as if I wasn't listening. I'd lay still, trying to fall back asleep, and they'd continue to talk. But it struck me on one occasion that if everybody I cared about completely forgot about me, this is exactly how their lives would look. Their lives would be fundamentally the same, but there would undoubtedly be something missing from mine. There lies the potential for a profound cruelty in forgetting someone for that reason. Satsumu Nihei's manga Blame is set in an impossible, algorithmically decided city from the far future. At one time, humanity was in control of the giant automated robots used for building the city through an advanced form of internet only accessible to those with the necessary genetic trait. After a virus neutralized that gene, humanity lost control of their automated systems, and their security defenses eliminated everyone they found. Without access to human instructions.
It's frustrating being interested in unreality and such and having to be careful with it so I don't trigger my own dissociation. Yeah. It's like a very cool concept when you like read into it, but then I imagine like not being able to like do something you enjoy because of like sensory stuff feels like it'd be a fucking living hell. And while I'm personally glad I don't have to deal with it as such, like I could still kind of like I could still sympathize with like being in that type of position. Also, what did Shay say here? You'll make a game, it'll just be backrooms, but there's a single black cat that you need to find, and it says it hates you, so it stays away from you. I think that would be a great game idea. I think it calls you a bitch, and then it says, and it does a kickflip, and it actually gets it right, and you suffer existential crises because you couldn't do it. Yeah, I think that would give Shay a lot of anxiety personally. I think it's good that it does.
The city's builders continued to build indefinitely, far beyond the limits of comprehension. It's a city where humanity has been forgotten in just about every way other than the attempts at its total extinction, and yet it's forced to survive all the same.
That's a goof room, you're right.
The events of the manga depict the millennia-long wanderings of Keely, a mostly silent cyborg with a very powerful gun, and his search for the net terminal gene. Before his work as an artist, Nihei studied architecture. It's fitting then that much of the manga's story takes a back seat as Nihei allows the art of this haunting cry of a city to shine through. Page upon page depicts the illustration of useless, nonsensical spaces barely holding themselves together. To call the megastructure huge would be an understatement. There have been a lot of guesses as to its size. The most commonly pitched theory is that it's the size of a Dyson sphere, a theoretical construct that would encircle a star and extend out to about the orbit of Jupiter. Any guesses are truly meaningless, though. For all practical purposes, no matter how far you wander, you'll never escape it.
So the point with this city
This feeling of the world forgetting the
is
people
it grew
in it.
kind of infinitely large because these like automated city builders kept going and building infinitely when the people that could control it because of a gene they had, they all died out. So it just kind of went on forever. And it kind of is a lot like the Backrooms because of its like infinite kind of space.
It, while hyperbolized in both the Backrooms and
This
Blame,
manga was
is a
called
relatable
Blame.
part of the modern condition. In order to explore it
BLAME.
further, we need to talk about the idea of a lost future. One of the most intriguing bits of Backrooms lore is that in the Backrooms, time simply ceases to exist. All that's available is the present, which is also simultaneously the past and the future. The term that is used to describe the philosophy of this kind of temporal disjunction is hauntology. First introduced by Jacques Derrida in his book Spectres of Marx, the word is actually a rather clever pun. It combines the French word to haunt with ontologie, the philosophical field of study concerned with being. When spliced together, the resulting word is ontologie, which with its silent H sounds quite similar to ontology. It's clever because hauntology focuses on the influence of things that don't exist on the things that do, especially with relations to ghosts of the past and lost futures. Perhaps you caught on earlier to the horrifying implications about time in the Backrooms. It isn't time that doesn't exist there, it's memory. Anything that occurs simply isn't remembered, as if the present was all that existed. On top of its already maddening hallways, this additional layer of mental haze further structures the Backrooms as an embodied twilight of dementia. Hauntology tells us that the 21st century suffers from a similar memory problem. Today's cultural
I think the thing with the Backrooms is because of like the setting that it's in and because like this complete isolation from like the real world and the kind of what he pointed out about like the mental haze and like forgetting stuff. And I think the time is a little bit of a factor in there. I feel like just being in there and being lost in there with like, and then that idea that there is something lurking in there somewhere, I think that's enough for it to be its own kind of horror experience, enough to do that on its own. Like, I think that's enough in of itself. I don't think the monsters need to be as prevalent as it is in the game we played. I think them just being there and then there's like the chance of you finding them always gives you that sense of uneasiness that you should have in a horror game. And then like when you do find something, not only because not only do you remember it, I think because of that suspense that led up to it, and you finally find it, and it's like, because of how rare it is, it's like, it sticks out to you. It's like, I think that combination alone is really what you need for this type of thing. I think a game where you just have like a run where you're just in the back rooms and you have to try and find your way out of it with like the stuff that you have, which there was. I do like that there was items you could find. Like I like the idea of the spray gun, the paint gun, in the game. Granted, I had no reason to use it. I didn't use it once during that sequence, which I guess was still kind of the tutorial thing, but still, I would like something like that where it's just focused on kind of like a run, doing like a run to try and see if you can escape, and it like resets if you don't make it, stuff like that. And then there's like something in there with you, maybe like, there could be stuff like, it's just, I would like it to be more of an uneasy exploration game rather than just a generic horror experience is what I would like it to be. The more you show spooky monster, the less scary it is. Exactly, yeah. I think a movie that did very well with that is A Quiet Place, the first one. I didn't watch the second one, but you didn't see the monster in that movie until like literally like the ending sequences. Like I think I'm not gonna spoil it, but like basically towards the last like quarter, 30 minutes of the movie, maybe 20 minutes. And it's just like you hear it, you see like something swooping by occasionally, and it's like it remains scary until that point in the ending when some things happen that make it necessitate that you see it narratively. I'm not gonna. It's a very good movie. I suggest you see it. I don't want to spoil it, but it makes sense that you eventually see it. And the movie does very well from it as a whole.
Forms are dominated by resurgence of the old forms of the past, to the point where we readily accept them as a part
But
of
that
our
monster
time.
that we saw was just in my face.
The perpetual re-release of Skyrim as new is just one example.
Yo,
The
Skyrim!
architecture of the Backrooms itself is another. This procedural generation of the past
it is
into
Blame,
the
yeah.
present presents us with a unique dilemma.
Quiet Place
The
was a
philosopher
masterpiece
Mark
of not
Fisher
showing something
called
and
the
making it
slow
more horrifying.
cancellation
Yep.
of the future. There is, as a result, a wispy sense of melancholia to our time, a tired longing for something we can't identify. The idea of a brighter future failed to materialize, and now haunts our dreams as a half-embodied entity, like a mirage born of desert air. The same things are continuously repackaged and presented
I did
as
not watch
new.
Bird Box,
Sometimes it feels
don't
like
really
the
know what
future
it's
we were
about.
supposed to be a part of simply forgot us
but
here.
it was popular. I'm sure a lot of people liked
The
it for some
Backrooms are an
reason.
artistic representation of today's cultural stagnation. The deja vu of hallways is just another way of expressing the deja vu of culture. In
Oh,
his
yeah, I
video
didn't
on Liminal
experience any
Spaces,
deja vu
Solar
playing that
Sands
game.
discusses
Yeah.
at length how nostalgia is a fundamental part of photographs like this one of the Backrooms. But that isn't exactly true.
Like, there was moments when, like, the hallways changed up on me, but that felt more, like, manufactured than it actually being a lot of the same similar rooms. I think the map just changed up on me when I turned around, and it was, like... Eventually I got back out where I came from, but because of how linear it was, I think when I reached the dead ends of those hallways, I think it did change. Like, actually. I could, like, look back at it, but, like... Overall, it doesn't change the fact that there was just there was only one real way you could go during that part, so... I mean, you see the
Some
difference.
of the spaces depicted in such photographs no longer exist, and do embrace us in yearning for a time where they did.
Also, after
But
this
there
video,
are
I'm gonna
others like
get
the
up and get a drink.
Backrooms that, though dated, also seem
I'm
timeless,
thirsty.
and nonetheless prevail in our washed-out world. Blame's first volume starts off with the introduction, maybe on Earth, maybe in the future. Its proposed future already
Blame!
lost to the eternal
Exclamation point.
present we soak ourselves in. Maybe blame is a new kind of future, or maybe timeless replication is all we'll ever know. But how long can the lifespan of the past be stretched out? As is the case with the neogenesis of hallways and the Backrooms, the more the old forms are resurrected, the more they dissolve into madness and nonsense. Entropy always ends with decay. Fisher tells us that the slow cancellation of the future has been accompanied by a deflation of expectations. The euphoria and rush of previous novelties are degraded to little more than cheap tricks through their repetition. Mundanity is something one comes to expect. The Shining made good use of this notion. Jack's descent into psychosis is furthered by spectral forces of which his alcoholism is one, but the thing Kubrick's film makes sure to accent is the role repetition plays in the process. Much of the film's beginning half is marked by two things: the monotony of Jack's writing and the deserted spaces of the overlooked hotel. It's that chorus of empty time imbued into the hotel itself that lulls him towards the old forms. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Jack suffers a debilitating defeat at the hands of his mundane routine.
There was a rat in the game,
Boredom
but
may
the
not
game
be
was
the
also
precise
bad.
word for his attitude, but his inability to
So now
produce
we're
the novel
watching
that will
videos about what
manifest
the
his
back
desired
room should
future
be.
may be a result of the space itself. To lick his wounds, he embraces the old forms, draped in gold and contorting endlessly.
Oh yeah, the other thing. Why were there so many animals and bugs and shit in the game? I don't think there's any reason for them all to have been there. Like, I don't know why there were so many cockroaches and rats and a child for, like... If there was a child in like the Backrooms or whatever, I'm fairly certain he would not have malicious intent as the kid was. I don't think he would be running away from another person. If anything, if there was a kid in there, he would be like running to the person, seeing if they could help him. So why is there a child running away from us with like what seems like malicious intent, as if they're watching us, as if this is like their own like domain, and they like control what happens in here. What that is completely besides the point of what the Backrooms is.
Giving himself up to the influence the hotel had on him in the first place, whether he knows it or not. Jack sees things
Yeah,
that
Nick,
aren't
you
there
made the game
anymore.
bad. You should feel bad
What he
about
sees
that.
prompts a swift destruction of his future.
Yeah, like why was there
So,
so many toddlers crying?
where's a beer?
As much as one might wish they could grab again at the delicious pleasure of a past age, the price you'll pay for even a taste of that bourbon will take everything, and the present moment will only seem duller as your expectations dim. The Gold Ballroom is fundamentally rotten. The smell of decay stripped it of its grandeur long ago.
I think it's good that Nick
and that
is
rot
getting
is
owned in
spreading
chat.
into Jack's life through the resurrection of his worst habits too far gone. The Backrooms are a mildewy artifact of entropy and decay in the same fashion as the Overlook Hotel. You can stretch these spaces into infinity, but don't be surprised if you find something you don't like.
Jump scare,
or
I
if
think,
it
coming,
finds
by the
you
way.
first. There aren't any such
Warned ya.
monstrous entities in our world, of course, just that melancholia and depressive nostalgia. Makoge's idea of a non-place
by the way,
is a generic space that disregards
the
the
monster
identity of the individual.
Was like a big like kind of squiggly thing that doesn't really make sense for like at all. It's just very foreign and alien or whatever. Oh, it buffered? Oh shit, I'm sorry. How was it was loud, but it was not as loud as what happened in the game. Here's the thing though. That was the only scare in that entire like video. And it was like it's not. It was not what happened. It was not that. It was when you okay. There are other examples of those monsters being shown that like fit better. But here's the. It's not happening all the time, and I think like there was traces of that monster being there before, and it led up to that. But what happens is we hear a toddler in the game. We open the door and suddenly the thing's just there and it pops out right into your face. It's like, and it just makes itself that obvious immediately. I think like what should have happened is the first point that we know that there is something in here with us shouldn't have been us opening the door and it being there immediately. The first thing we should have experienced is hearing the footsteps first. So we know that there is something in there, and then over time, the suspense builds up, and then we find it. Like, why does it have to start with a jump scare is what I don't get. I do wish people would make videos explaining this stuff without jump scares. Yeah, I will say in hindsight, I probably should have paused it first. Or just, like, skipped past it. But I haven't watched the video in a while, so I didn't remember completely. I do apologize for that. I don't think there's... Because it only happens, like, that one time in all the videos, I think that was the only one, though, at least.
Individuals who inhabit it. Spaces like bus stops, hotel
Yeah,
hallways, and
timestamps would be
airports
nice.
are designed for use by a nameless multitude. Non-places aren't designed to remember you, nor are you really meant to remember them either. An undisputable part of such spaces is precisely how common they are. They're just about inescapable. The paradox of non-places, though, according to Auger, is that anyone can feel at home in them regardless of past experience, because they are equally alienating to everyone. There's a sense of familiarity to them, though, even if they are generally indistinguishable. Once, while taking a flight alone, I ended up stranded at the airport at night due to a delayed departure. The next flight I would be catching wasn't until the morning, so I tried to find a comfortable spot in the empty hallway and fall asleep. Every time I just about dozed off, I'd jolt awake, however. I didn't feel enough at ease with the fluorescent lights that never ended up switching off, and there was something uncanny about the spacious but deserted hall. Although I had been in similar airports plenty of times, that familiar environment felt too unfamiliar to fall asleep in. I didn't get any sleep that night.
I think the horror is supposed to be more
though
focused on the
non-places can be seen
uncanny
as a regrettable
kind of
part
stuff
of our
about
world,
it.
they resemble the vision of the future
I'm
of
a broken
past
record, but
architects.
you get my
In the
stance on
worlds
that.
of Adrian Forty, author of Concrete and Culture, concrete buildings represent a set of ideas about the state of the world and what the future was imagined to be that we want to preserve. We should remember what people were thinking 50 years ago. If we tear these buildings down, we will lose all of that. But as a relic of a potential future from the past, Non-places are what have, in part, led to a cancellation of the future. Airports from the 90s look just about the same as the one I spent the night in, even almost 30 years later. It's the repeated forms of these spaces that find a voice in the deep indifference of the backrooms and our fear of being forgotten that it represents. This infinite maze, this is only the beginning. A few months ago, I was interviewed for a documentary on liminal spaces for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Towards the end of the interview, I was asked the question.
Do you think that this
That's scary.
fixation on liminality comes from stress that comes from all of the societal and economic change and political change that's happening around the world?
I didn't have a very good answer at the time, but the question did get me thinking. What I've discussed here is a fragment of my amended answer. The universe is forgetting you. Yellow walls fold in on an infinite corridor. An incessant hum hangs over the moist carpet. Don't bother worrying about falling through reality. In many ways, you already have. If you like this video, you will love my...
So, I like what he says about the place kind of forgetting you and just being, like, very indifferent. Meanwhile, you are, like, the center of attention to whoever is in the back rooms that whole game. And I don't like that I have to say whoever. I don't like that there is, like, a clear malicious type of sentient entity in there with you. I don't think the monsters in there are supposed to be sentient. I don't think there's I don't think there's supposed to be some kind of villain. It's just supposed to be a place that is forgetting you, and that's supposed to be the main point. Also, what clip? Stanley Parable did have some spooky moments. Silent Hill. Oh, I missed a lot of messages here. Second Stanley? Huh? Are you talking about in the ending where, like, you're, like, looking down at the one from the ceiling, or is there something else? Well, like the idea of the backrooms monsters being corrupted living beings, but they shouldn't be super deep. I don't think they're supposed to have any... I mean, maybe it's supposed to be, like, the mystery of it, but, like, I don't think they're supposed to have any kind of real thinking or, like, anything. I think they're just, like the backrooms, I think they're just supposed to exist. Stanley walking past in the window. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I think I would like to see that. Really quick, I am going to get a beverage because I'm thirsty as fuck. And then, I think when I get back, I want to show at least 1 or 2 videos from Kane Pixel. I'm going to find his channel now really quick, because I think he does... The game was like a found footage thing, so... I want to show... Well, Here's the thing. There was a video that was found footage, though that is the one with the jump scare, but you see, like... I'll summarize that video, and then I'll actually show, like, some other ones that I want to show this new video that came out. This one right here. Pitfalls. And then maybe also Motion Detected. I'm going to show Motion Detected first, and then Pitfalls. Because they're in a sequence. The found footage, was, like, that was the first one of these. And it shows, like, it's a better, because it shows, like, how expansive, like, the place is you see in, like, the little preview there. It does a better job of that kind of found footage format. It's him kind of being in the position where he doesn't really understand what's going on. He's, like, looking around, and it does, like, a good job of explaining how all that, like, what it's like to be in that situation, through how this guy responds to it. I might watch, like, the first half, because at the jump scare is at the very end of the video, and, like, he no-clips back out into reality and he falls. I want to show how he responds specifically and show where that uneasiness is coming from, as opposed to how it was represented in Backrooms 1998. But I'm going to take a short 2-minute break, and when I get back, I will play the video, okay? So if you need any refreshments of your own, now would be the time to get them. So I'll be back in 2 minutos. Okay, I returned. What did I miss here? Levels and maps get all messed up. Oh, I think, was that the confusion ending, or was that like the sequence break kind of thing? There is some kind of uncanniness to that I think that's good. There was also, with the new content, there was like the skip button, where I thought that did a pretty decent job of like the uneasiness. The thing with that was, you're in this isolated room that you can't leave, and the only way you know that time is passing is from what you're hearing outside of the room, and like how like little changes happen in there, until so much time has passed that the building has just started decaying. But you hear like this strange alien stuff outside at some point, and it's just, you don't see it. It is not directly affecting you, but it like is shaking you to your core, because you know something is out there that is very foreign to you. Like there was like the creatures flying around. You could hear their screeches outside, and it was very off-putting when you hear it. And it's not in your face. It is not directly affecting you, but it is more so effective as a horror piece, that it is more so effective than it was in what I just played. It sticks with you. I remember that. The only way this is going to stick with me, the Backrooms game, is how I didn't like it. But the tactic is so short-sighted that they use, because it's just a jump scare, right? It's not something that I'm going to remember. You played Stanley Parable back in 2014, being assured it's not a horror game, there's no jump scares. And, I mean, there aren't really. Other than maybe like the very end of the confusion ending where the sound plays, but if there's uneasiness, it is made over time, right? It's not in your face. But yeah, like there's tense moments, and it's like those stick with you. You remember them because there's suspense, and the uncanniness is like built up over time, and it's like that. It just lingers the whole time, you know. And it's like that with the Backrooms, because you feel very out of place. I do have the found footage video. I'm probably going to play about, like, the first half of that. And, well, yeah, here we go. I guess closed captions aren't available here. I'm going to make the volume pretty low, though.
Sound? Camera?
Rolling.
All right, and action. All right, cut. That was good. That was good, guys. All right, that was good. I'm thinking we get a wide angle, and then we're done. Okay?
All right. Yeah. Cool. Like how much further? Like.
A little more. A little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hello? Hello? Hey, guys.
What is this?
Also, I think he made like this whole area in Blender, which is really cool. Eventually, he like started like making like sequences in Blender and
Hello?
putting them together with like real footage,
Someone
which I
there?
think is really cool. This guy's really talented. He's like only 16, by the way. Kane Pixels is. That's fucking crazy for like the high quality stuff he makes. I like the other thing here too. It's like the part where the guy was mentioning the boat in the last video, like it's there, but you don't have the proof of there's someone actually being there. I think a lot of like the other, I think there's a very, actually, I don't think there's enough like emphasis on what environmental storytelling does here, and I think it's very important for the success of what the Backrooms does to you. With like the existence of like ladders and other stuff being here and how it might have been used, like a person likely put it up there to try and get somewhere else while they were trying to figure out where they were, or to try and find a way out. Of course, you don't have the proof of that, so it's like you kind of see these things and you can only infer what might have happened before. And I think a lot of like the experience of the Backrooms is kind of built upon that. Like, you're alone, but you see hints of like what might have happened to other people or before you, or just like things that might have happened when you weren't there. And it's like this whole thing of like you're in a forgotten space. It's like you're alone, but you don't know to what degree. You don't have like, there could be so many things happening around you and you wouldn't know it. And it's just like the stuff that does happen, it's so rare, and it's just like that. It all kind of goes back to that feeling of uneasiness from being alone, and then not still having things around you that suggest that's not totally the case. And I think that speaks a lot in of itself. Yeah, this is really good quality for like a Blender type of project. It's crazy. Especially for how young this guy was when he made it. He's 16. Possibly even 15 when he made this. Who knows?
Can anybody hear me? Hello? Damn it.
Hello. But yeah, in like any dark space, you still have some kind of source of light at the end of it. Just kind of leading into that like kind of liminal space type of thing. It still tells you that there's like more to it. And the arrow is that like someone else has been there, but they're not there now.
What the hell?
Okay, I didn't realize that was there. Good thing the volume was a little bit lower, but here, the monster did kind of see him and then respond. I'm gonna go forward a little bit though to maybe when the monster's not chasing him. Let me go a little bit more. He's still like, okay, I think he's probably escaped it now. It sounds, yeah, it's like the trumpeting. And then he's in this like infinite space again. It's like a guy like talking through like a trumpet or something. It's funny. Oh, did you hear that? There's like source sound effects I just heard. I think I just heard something like a sound from Half-Life. That's funny. It's like this wind, weird ambience. Half-Life ambience sound, yeah. It's like it's a place that looks very familiar, but it isn't. It's an alienating place, despite that. Oh, there's a light switch. This is a really famous part of this video that people have like actually remade this portion of this whole place in Gmod. It's really cool. I might have to show it at some point if I can find it. Actually, I wonder if there's like any good backrooms maps on Gmod. This is a fan-made backrooms video that gets loud at the end. There's no monster. I like the concept. I might look at that. Yeah. Let me open that up. And I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so far I've mainly just watched Kane Pixel stuff. And just none of this place makes any sense. I guess it does show that it's like kind of an exit place. Oh, but there's so many of those exit signs. And he has like no way to get over to it.
This isn't real.
This kind of reminds me of the Stanley Parable. There was like that whole room where the adventure line was going and there was all the filing cabinets. He goes through the fire exit and it's like, this doesn't make sense. Probably. Well, maybe when he goes to the next place. And it's like, what is this?
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. This looks so real for being Bloodner. Now I'm just very invested. It's so fucking good. This guy is like so talented for how young he is. It's insane. And just very like talented in general. And then the way these like the lights are organized, you know, them all being so clustered together, but then none in the middle. It's like all the little details that just make it feel as strange as it is. I think we're getting to that point where the jump scare kind of happens. He like kind of sees the monsters show up, but then only when he's actually... Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. But you hear the thing in the distance too, and then when he looks in the corner, he kind of sees it. Because like, look at how fucking weird it is. It almost looks like a camera, and then I think from there he like looks down the thing, and then the jump scare happens. So I'm gonna click out of that video. But most of these videos are like just in Blender. I think only like the most recent one incorporated like real footage into it, which is crazy. Which maybe I'll show that one. Maybe we'll just do a deep dive into like Kane Pixel videos, who knows. So like, people, I guess they've found a way to connect the real world between this after like maybe finding like the found footage, I'm not sure. But people are now like investigating it here and they're setting up equipment and then they just let it play. Have you ever watched analog horror videos? Probably not. At least if I did, I'm not sure if I did. Like, I'm not extremely keen on what analog horror... Like, I've seen it used as a phrase somewhere, and I'm sure I've seen it. I think I saw someone doing something with it before. I just don't remember, like, what it was. But yeah, if you want to send some examples in Discord, go ahead. The Backrooms videos technically fall under the umbrella. Okay. Well, like, what's the explanation of like what it is? Like, what's like the definition? Yeah, these videos are very good. I love these. I would highly recommend watching all of these. There's like a very good ongoing story as each video is put out. And it just makes you like ready for the next one. It's like this guy does a better job of like telling a story with like this environmental stuff and just like little snippets than like some like TV shows do. Or a lot of TV shows do, really. Like, if this guy made like a full-on movie, I would watch that shit the whole way through in a heartbeat. And now it's just a bunch of snippets on like what the cameras pick up. Okay, thank you for watching, Kerma. I hope you, do the self-care that you need to do. So that's when everyone's leaving. And then from that point, I think it's just alone. It's just the cameras. And they have no explanation for this. Case in point. But yeah, it's a nice little compilation, and it tells you just enough. It feeds you just enough information. You don't know what that is. And then it ends there. It's like just enough like information to kind of get you the uneasy feeling and want it. Every video it gives you like a good bit of info, but like not enough to really explain too much. You just want that mystery and you don't want to fully understand it. You're not supposed to fully understand everything that's going on. And I think the game is telling you too much. I think it's throwing too many things at you that are too obvious. And then this is like, I think this is them like kind of after all that stuff they picked up, they want to go further in and try to understand what it was, I think. Here's an analog horror video, soft jump scares at 4:50 and 7:38. I appreciate the warning. Let me see. World's weirdest. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. It's like the Minnesota video or whatever it was. I think, right? But it's, I think, what is it? Just stuff that's like really uncanny, like.
Yeah, we just
stuff like that. I'm not sure.
nobody's coming. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it like that. You know, it's gonna call down from Oak Ridge. Yeah, it's difficult to people down here.
I'm not sure if this is real footage or I think
Check 1, 2, 3.
this is Blender.
3. Mark, Mike,
I'm not sure if like the people taking off the coats and whatnot were also Blender, or if that was real. I don't know. Analog horror videos rely on making you feel paranoid rather than harsh jump scares. Oh yeah, then this is definitely that. You're supposed to feel paranoid in these, yeah. This is definitely analog horror for sure. Like, I think horror that makes you feel like more paranoid, I think that's the end goal for what a good horror experience should be. Not just stuff happening suddenly, you know. Okay, this is definitely Blender here. That animation's Blender. That's a very good animation too. But look at this scene building. Really fucking good.
Has the vertical expansion been approved yet?
They're not getting to that until after the presentation.
When does that go through?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What day will the tour be over?
From the 7th to the 10th.
Later in this video there is another creature encounter.
And the day tomorrow.
So there is kind of like a scare with that. But I'll get to that in a bit. I'm gonna go in full screen here too.
Okay. Okay, go north. Be on caution.
Oh, wow. This is new.
Whoa. Is that all carpeted?
Corruption is something familiar to you. I like that as well.
Looks like carpet on all sides. 7:35.
Visibility falls off pretty quick. Might be at an angle.
And we've got a door.
Don't recognize the design.
You need to cover all the way over there.
Is there close
Assembling a walkway would be
No.
redundant. Well, we know it's just another dead end. Alright, I'll take a look. Go notify Cloud.
I like how they're walking, by the way. Something about that just feels really off. They're like sliding on it.
Oh my god. What do you see?
Everything okay?
Marvin, get the camera over here.
Across?
Fine, just hurry.
I will say the funny thing the funny thing about this is I have no idea how it is even possible to fall off of this. It is such a wide path compared to where the holes are.
Quick, seriously.
Yeah, I'm going. Walking on normal ground.
And then almost immediately... well, he made some distance.
Okay, watch it.
Whoa!
I don't know how you fucked that up.
Marvin, do you copy?
Yeah, I'm alright.
It's besides the point.
Are you injured?
I think I pulled something in my shoulder. I'm a bit dizzy, but no, I'm fine.
Where are you? Can you describe your surroundings?
It's different. Like a room up there, but
It's built different.
architecture's the same, but the wallpaper is different. It's a bit greener. Hold on, I need to see if... Nope.
What?
I'm not reaching the tunnel I fell from. The opening comes out through the wall, but it's too high.
Yo, sub from Nar. Thank you, I
Got it.
appreciate it. You were at 13 months.
Is the camera intact?
Giant Doge?
Fine. I'm
In the
recording,
distance?
but who knows what the output will be like.
There's a Doge?
Mark,
Wow.
make your way back over to this side.
We were playing a Backrooms game earlier, but it was terrible. So now we're looking at what is good about actual. Well, I mean, actual is a loose term, but what good representation of the Backrooms is.
Throw down the guideline with the weight attached. I can use it to climb up.
Just try
So we're watching a
You won't
Pain
need enough
Pixel
length to
video.
reach you. George, go right back to standard and bring a tether. Hang in there, Marv.
What was that?
What was what?
I don't know.
From this point forward is like the suspense that builds up because you hear something that makes it obvious that he's not alone, but you know something's there, but you don't know what.
I hear yelling. Like a person is yelling.
Wait, a person?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Are you sure you're not just hearing us?
No, it's definitely not from you.
Yeah, this stuff is so fucking cool. We were having a little discussion about like it would be cool if there was a game where like it was centered on like kind of dissociation or there just being this weird kind of like endless setting that was like centered on liminal spaces and stuff.
Are those streetlights?
Streetlights.
The left hallway. ends
The
right
environments
there,
are easy as
under
hell to
the
make and
gas
super
hall.
effective. It would be cool. I would like to maybe help on something like that. Even like to do like writing or something. I've always wanted to do like writing for a game. Coming up with
But
some
what
kind
if
of like
Wheeler's right
narrative
about
for
the
it.
null zones?
Even if that's the case, I agree with Mark. It's not worth the risk.
Oh my god.
Marvin? Marvin, do you copy?
This is in Blender too. This is
Hello?
fucking crazy.
Can you hear me?
Marv, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find them. I know how to get back. It's fine.
This is absolutely
Keep us
wild.
posted.
Look at that Slender Man!
It's like a neighborhood.
It's a neat little map.
Do you see the
Hello?
I like how much red lighting this guy used in this area too. It's kind of funny.
Can you hear me? I'm
anything?
I'm entering one of the houses. This is where the yelling's coming from.
From this point, there is just be ready for a jump scare when he goes down the hallway. It takes him a little bit to get in there, but
This is odd.
There are inverted turn signs in this room, coming out of the carpet.
They're inverted? What do you mean by
got
that?
no legs. What are they doing to his legs?
Going into property.
I guess it's a little bit farther in. Oh, they like emulate human speech, I guess. I watched this with my brother and thought this was all a real life set. It's so good.
Send camera.
I want to
I think
say
I'm gonna
in this
just
next
stand
room
by
is
my
where
mark.
this thing appears. At which point I'll probably turn the volume down.
Marvin, 403, do you copy? Repeat, Marvin, do you copy?
This is Marv?
Okay. Good, we read you.
Yeah, don't watch these while high. You get fucked up from this.
What?
I think someone's been living down here.
Living down there? That's not possible.
Yeah, it's around this corner. I'll turn that shit down.
Hey!
Yeah, you see it in the distance there. Here it comes.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Marvin.
This is your last jump scare warning, by the way. It's coming like right now.
What is it?
That is not a fucking person!
He tripped. I think like this, there's no being legs. It's kind of funny. Just, I don't think the the leg animation was very strong in this video. Maybe he's not as good with that, but Bob the Stickman, look out! You know what they told you about Bob the Stickman? You should have listened. He's like a witch from Left 4 Dead 2, or just any Left 4 Dead game. Yeah, I don't know. The running speed is not important.
Stand clear. We're sending it down.
Money in the suitcase. You must weigh like nothing for that not to snap. And that's it. I think that was probably the most direct experience with that type of thing, because it was like gradually leading up to something like that. Oh, this is that video Vert sent in. Were there jump scares in this one, or this was the one with just the loud noises, right? I'd like to think this is a real footage thing. It doesn't seem like that walk is animated. I could be wrong though. Loud noise at the end, okay.
What is that?
Is that like water on the carpet? Oh, it's just a hole.
What the hell is that?
What in the goddamn? I like it in the oh. I like how in the suggested videos there's a vlogger in the back rooms. The SCP sound effects? Nice. That's a hole. We did it, we found the footage. Oh, okay, there was like a pulley. Good thing it wasn't that loud. Or good thing I had the volume lowered. Well, then again, I don't know how I feel about that either. Just cause like where does that fit in? But what's up, guys? There's no clip out of reality. Remember to smash that like button. Hey guys, it's your boy GCAD 2000. We just woke up here in this room that is very unfamiliar to us. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I'm gonna explore. It's just like, oh shit! There's a monster. He's gonna get me. I'm gonna be torn to shreds. This is wild. way they would respond to that. Is that even... Oh, that's like an SFM animation or some shit. I kind of want to... I kind of want to see what happens.
What is up, guys?
It's actually what's happening.
I'm Hazmat Andy.
Hazmat Andy. Oh, this is like actually a bit.
Yes, that
Yeah.
is right, guys. We've come through the threshold into the back rooms after hours. I know.
It is.
So
I mean, I guess the backrooms is open to interpretation. So I definitely have a favorite.
Setting up shop in here, guys. I mean, we got the new walls coming in, the new floor. I mean, it is looking fantastic. So me and my team have been exploring this direction.
This is actually pretty
Super
good, I think.
uneventful. So I was thinking we should explore this direction.
It sure
and
is
try to find
unique.
a good spot for my workout
I think it'd be
montage.
cool if there was a game where like you could play with friends and just like explore it together.
Alright, guys, I've been walking
I just
for
want like
about
a game that's
15
focused on like
minutes. Now it's
exploration
time
of
to
a
get
place
those
like
gains.
this.
Let's get those gains.
Let's get those gains. They're using like the cartoon sound effects. SpongeBob's walking sound effects. There was a guy. Fucking Left 4 Dead Sting.
Oh god, guys, I'm not joking. I just saw something move over there. Okay, this is very dangerous. We need to approach with caution. But first, I gotta talk about today's sponsor.
Oh my
Baby,
god.
we got our new Hazmat Andy merch store.
This is fucking
Link in
great.
bio. Alright, guys, let's see what. Oh. Okay. we did
This looks like a person though.
That red jacket looks so familiar.
Oh, he's writing. It is a person.
Matt Pat from
What? Are you serious? You gotta say something.
I got this totally Matt Pat. What is he?
Damn.
What was he writing? Alright guys, it looks like he was writing, "The fog is coming, so stay still." Wait, no, it says something between the F and the O. The frog is coming. I don't really know what that would be. Oh god!
Oh
god,
shit, he wasn't
god,
kidding.
Oh god! Oh god!
The fucking music playing when he's running.
Holy!
Ooh, shit, that's nice.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh Jesus! What is
He's
this?
the fucking voice like, oh Jesus.
Matt Pat?
Listen to me, you need to jump in that pit right now or you're going to get eaten.
This next acting's terrible.
I guess I don't have a choice.
See you, sucker.
Oh, he lied to him. You fucked up. Fortnite Banana.
Matt Pat, you're a real dick.
I sure hope there aren't any smilers down there when I turn off the lights.
What?
Oh, it looks like there is.
Is that like TTS or
Oh,
something?
that's a shame.
It sounds like an Uber Duck voice.
Oh god! Oh god!
Probably.
Oh gosh! Oh, the tape's on fire! Oh.
I do like in that room how there was like just a bunch of
That
plastic
camcorder
chairs
was
like that.
found by this French robot here, unfortunately, next to the remains of Hazmat Andy.
Also,
God rest his soul. Now,
something.
due to the dire consequences of this vlog, all
I want him to do
similar
like a
activities are
Yamcha
now
death pose.
banned
I think
on
it would have been
site.
cool.
That includes the social media division. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Hazmat Mike, and to Hazmat Will, but you will be returning to the mailroom. Speaking of Will, see what I did there? Okay, this is Hazmat Andy's final will and testament. It was found next to his corpse in this Game Theory branded wallet. The basic gist of the thing is to just
Game
send all
Theory
of his financial
wallet.
assets to Matt Pat from Game Theory. I guess he was just a fan of the guy. Oh, also to have his vlog edited, but we've got that covered. We've hired someone to do it for dirt cheap, that being Mr. Yamendo over there.
Again, thank you so much. I mean, I was in severe and crippling debt. And now I'm in...
Yo, he's got a Garfield hat.
somewhat
Shouts out
less severe and
Narwix.
crippling
Yep, thank you. That's about it,
You said
everybody.
shit right
thanks
as
for
the
coming
dolphin
out.
noise happened.
Oh, looks like Hazmat Pat wants to say
I
a few
did?
words, so I'll give him the stage.
I'm just so
Like I
glad
said the
to hear
word
that all
shit,
Hazmat
or-
Andy's money will go to that super cool YouTuber Matt Pat from Game Theory. He will rest well in his grave knowing his final request was achieved. But that's just a theory. A funeral theory.
Okay, alright, that
Oh,
wraps things up,
no.
everybody. See you next week.
By the way, there's an 8-hour video of ASMR for Elden Ring bosses. I just thought you'd like to know. Let me see. This was Yeah, I'm gonna put this video in the Discord. I don't think I'm gonna watch it here, but this is a pretty good example of the what's it called? It is a good example of analog horror. I'm gonna watch maybe one more video here, and then you know what I might do? I might see if I can find that
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I might see if I can find that like map I was talking about in Gmod, for that was part of like a part of the backrooms, the weird little windows and such. That might take a minute though. Can we watch hamburger.exe? Where's that? Was that in the suggested videos or something? Also, people are so into this. This video, like, all of his videos get millions of views within days. It's wild. It was recommended in the sidebar. Well, I will take a look after this. This is like the video where it started putting like Blender with like real footage, and it was done really well. And I love the music here too. Real guy. Also, the lighting here is really good. Oh shit, a person! It's okay, he's gone now. I think in this one they're making like... They're looking at the footage and like... That's like the report coming from that. I don't remember what this guy has to say. Is this Trent Reznor music? What's it from? Or is it just, like, not from anything? Is it just his own music, period? I don't know what he's made music for. I just know the name. I imagine the jump scare would come back from that other video, by the way. And in the video they're reviewing, he's already close to that point. Yeah, right here.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Pardon?
That lighting is so good. I guess it's not really a jump scare. It's not like sudden like that, but still, it's creepy. Probably original music. Oh, okay. They look like, I mean, other than being like stick figures, the one that was like walking around in like the first video looked like a fucking, like, it looked like a camera on a tripod walking, or like on a bipod or something. It just looked like a really weird, warped version of that. Like it was almost all wires. It's okay, it can wait. Oh, we don't know what he said, I guess. I guess that becomes clear later? I see what they're doing. They closed that bitch up. They don't want it no more. I guess it's like implied that the report is like too threatening to want to send more people in there for like losses and whatnot. They know that there's like stuff in there and maybe they don't feel safe looking at it anymore. I'm not sure. It's like implied that I guess they're not looking at it anymore. Like they conclude it's not safe. I don't know. I won't really know until like another video comes out. Which who knows how long it'll be until that comes up. This music's really cool. Let me see when the last one of these came out. It looks like about like 1, maybe 2 a month. Maybe there could be another one soon, who knows. But what was that video you mentioned? Hamburger.exe. What is that? This one here? Oh, this is a Disrupt video. These are good. Yeah. There's also Broccoli.exe.
Virtual reality viewer made from a Happy Meal box.
Yeah, Sarah and I would watch some of these videos. Guys, what the fuck? I'm glad I spoke over the part, over some of what he said, because otherwise it probably would have gotten me in trouble.
By converting what was previously their drive-through barbecue joint into a milkshake and burger restaurant. So
what is this about?
The restaurants around that area.
Oh, how McDonald's disrupted the fast food industry.
Traditional style burgers, fries, and milkshakes, but that came at a higher cost to the customer. The brothers changed this system by installing self-service counters like the ones we see today. And instead of cooking each meal as it was ordered, they prepared.
Hey, how about after this video we watch some more fast ASMR? I found a really good video.
To serve their meals at nearly half the cost of surrounding restaurants.
How do we feel about that?
Place in the San Bernardino market.
Hamburger.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'm telling you all this. And I wonder myself.
Can they actually? I mean, I guess that's not surprising, but I don't want to. I don't know how I feel about it just appearing on the stream in general. I would rather play it safe, you know.
Bought them from this guy called Ray Kroc. As the legend goes, Ray was visiting one of the stores that he supplied and saw how their low food prices and unique setup could form a thriving business if they would only franchise. Franchising is when a company creates a system.
Like what? I mean, it's kind of like a gray line when you're watching like a video where it's said.
Individual piece of
I don't know.
Company. So rather than the company employing, say, a manager to oversee the restaurant over here, the restaurant over there would be owned by an individual who could then employ their own manager. This sort of gives each owner of the restaurant more of a stake in the success of the store because they.
Oh, they're talking about the franchise.
Hey, did you know that every second, over 75 burgers are sold at McDonald's? So since the beginning of this video, over 9,000 have been sold.
Yo, pop culture reference. It's wild. You're technically in the food. We're not technically in the
By
food business. We're in
1956,
the real
the
estate
recently
business.
hired Harry Sonnenborn would create and pitch the Sonnenborn model, which says that McDonald's would own the land in which a restaurant sits in. So rather than putting the financial burden of buying the land plus building the restaurant solely on the shoulders of the franchisee, the corporation would own the land and then sublease it to the franchisee. This would not only create a steady source of revenue from the sales of the restaurant for the corporation, but also from the rent paid by the franchisee if their restaurant proved to be profitable. And this is an interesting example, I think, of someone entering a field and thinking.
I don't think Disrupt videos used to have like
It's
the
so
face
easy to
cam
get
of him
caught up in the way
talking.
of thinking
I think it used
that
to be a lot more of like visual graphic
previous
stuff.
people within that industry, like whether it be game development, content creation,
That's
pretty much
real.
any field has specific ways of doing things. But when someone comes in and changes that way
Oh
of doing
shit!
things,
It's rich guy.
sometimes it works
businessman.
out. Sometimes
Look
it
out for
doesn't.
that guy.
Like in the case of the Hula Burger. 2 slices of cheese, a pineapple,
Over 9
and some
burgers
buns.
sold.
The Sonnenborn model was proving successful, and Ray Kroc, the multi-mixer salesman from before, bought out the original McDonald's brothers for $2.6 million. which adjusted for inflation is around 22.3 million in today's money.
Damn.
By 1962, the burger joint would launch the Golden Arches logo and would then unleash the beast.
The Mr. Beast. Ronald.exe.
The clown. This question has haunted me for many
He's
years.
fucking
In
A-posing.
writing this video, I feared what I may uncover. But for the sake of the viewer, I must venture into this rabbit hole. I do not know what I will find, but I know I must find it. The origins of this elusive clown date back to as far as 1950. In the antenna box known as the television, a children's themed TV show would feature a zany character known as Bozo the Clown. In the second half of the 20th century, Bozo would gain wide popularity in the North American market, but by 1963, ratings dropped off, and the show was canceled. But then, an advertising executive from McDonald's named Barry Klein saw an opportunity to capitalize on the familiarity of the clown in the public psyche. He reached out to Willard Scott, and together they formed this.
Delicious McDonald's hamburgers.
At first, he appeared in just 3 local McDonald's commercials around the DC area, but then the corporate suits at the McDonald's corporate headquarters wanted to bring him into the national spotlight. So they enlisted the help of a clown from the Ringling Brothers to give the character a makeover. The result is what we see today. From 1988 to 1996, McDonald's would double its number of restaurants to a total of 20,000. And just before the turn of the century, the company had expanded its reach outside of the US with 11,000 more restaurants across the world. In 2019, McDonald's acquired an artificial intelligence company called Apprenti. The company is focused on building speech-based conversational agents. We're also seeing a lot more of those automated self-service kiosks at restaurants. So I think you and I are alive in a time where we're going to see more of these companies automating their workforce. I think this brings some short-term negative effects, like as an example, the loss of jobs. But long-term, it's at the very least interesting to see this transitional period. I don't think it's far off that we could see restaurants that are fully automated, like the food is prepared and served by automated systems with perhaps a few human employees overseeing the systems of automation. One has to assume a large portion of McDonald's or any restaurant's budget each year is going to the thousands of employees they hire to run the restaurants, cook the food, etc. If a significant portion of that number is cut due to automation, we'll see a fundamental shift in what it means to own and operate and start and run a business, right? So then to be an entrepreneur in the 2020s, 2030s, 2040s, and beyond, I think it means to build systems that work symbiotically with AI and automation to ensure the future-proofing of a business model, right? Amazon, Alibaba, like most of these companies rely on humans to, say, pick up packages, boxes, move them around warehouses. If a robot like the Boston Dynamics one can essentially do this job of lifting things, or even robotic arms that can
robots
cook and
can
flip
do
burgers
the
or
Death
flip
Stranding
fries,
game.
these systems
They carry the boxes.
could run 24/7. So then it becomes like a mass experiment in our
The
planet,
future is Death
in
Stranding.
the humankind. Like what happens
about
when
it.
a company can automate to such an extent as that? In the words of Bob Dylan,
You can actually tell I'm kind of slowly running
Also,
out of energy
the
here.
McDonald's
Actually,
drive-thru
I'll probably
staff
hold on
will
the
not serve you
ASMR
if
video
you
until like
drive
another
through on a
stream,
horse.
because I'm also getting actually pretty hungry. Might be a good idea. I might have time to do it next stream, because that's gonna be like a internet type of thing. This is a nice little room. Oh, it's an actual poster. Man, I don't care about that.
Let you feel that
Oh,
you
fuck,
are,
it's that guy.
kind of hopeless disruptor, but they know how to do it, or
So, a few months back, I was at my uncle's house, right? And he told me about all the things that he was doing while working at SpaceX. And he told me specifically that we were going to put satellites into space that were going to give everybody free internet. And that left me to thinking that, wait, hold on, free internet? Why? And he's like, oh, because it's going to be really cheap. This gave me the thought that, that's weird. Maybe we can buy really expensive things or something that is really fast, such as really fast computers, or something that's dirt cheap. Because a few months ago, you probably saw that NVIDIA pushed out their RTX cards, their RTX 30 cards, right? And they were cheaper than last generations. Same thing with Oculus. So I'm starting to see that in the future we'll be able to buy best things for free.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be like a nerd out session on economics and capitalism.
Oh,
but I think
I guess the whole McDonald's bit is over.
Issues that can come with the system.
Oh, this is interactive? Wait a minute.
I think what we see.
Holy shit.
The free market, the economy.
Okay, I didn't realize it was.
Holy fuck. Just like you mentioned, like that, like.
It's an interactive portion of the video?
Extremely expensive yesterday.
Wait a minute.
Human employees overseeing the system.
This whole thing is holy shit.
A large portion of McDonald's or any restaurant's budget.
And he's reading. Holy fuck.
To the thousands of employees they hire to run the restaurants.
What? This whole thing with. Oh my god.
If a significant portion of that number is cut due to automation, we'll see a fundamental shift in what it means.
Where is this
camera?
Oh my god.
And start and run a business, right? So then to be an entrepreneur in the 2020s.
Okay, I didn't realize that what was happening here. That explains like the weird camera perspective.
Build systems
Holy fuck.
that work symbiotically.
This whole video, I didn't realize this whole video was like interactive this whole time.
In 1956, the recently hired Harry Sonnenborn would create and pitch the Sonnenborn model.
Oh, there's still like a thing in front of us, but that's still wild.
So rather than putting the financial burden of buying the land plus building the restaurant solely on the shoulders of the franchisee, the corporation,
what about like
the
right
case
here?
of the Hula Burger, 2 slices of cheese, pineapple, and some buns. The Sonnenborn model was proving successful, and
right here,
at the beginning of this video, over 9,000 have been sold.
I want to see what's back here. Oh, that's wild. Holy shit, it's a fucking ring!
1956, the recently hired Harry Sonnenborn.
That's fucking cool. When was this a thing?
Sonnenborn model, which says that.
And then you got. Oh, well, that's another backdrop. I guess it's mostly backdrops, but that's wild. Man. What other videos do this? This has to be it. Oh, this was from 2020. Man. I'm surprised more people don't do stuff like this. That's kind of fucking cool. I mean, Disrupt goes like out of his way to do like weird kind of visual stuff with his videos. I didn't know I hadn't seen this before. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I want to hold off on that ASMR video until probably Sunday because I'm getting kind of hungry. So I think I'm gonna cap it off there. But I had a better time explaining what I like about the Backrooms, and I think that made this stream worth it. And also explaining what I did not like about that game. I'm going to go and refund that. I don't think I've owned it for 2 weeks, and I don't think I've played it for 2 hours, so I think I'm good to do that. Yeah, I've only played it for about an hour. And then I can probably go tell Vectroid not to play this game. It was not that good. But yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. You're gonna like the next stream probably more. The next stream is going to be entirely about... I have a lot to tell you. I have so much to tell you. This stream was me explaining what I like about the Backrooms. The next stream is going to be me professing how much I truly love Diet Coke. You're getting a Diet Coke stream on Sunday. Whoa, drama! It's in the song. It's coming. I have facts for you about Diet Coke. We're gonna read about the history of Diet Coke. You can learn about Diet Coke with me. I have so much to tell you. I have so much to teach you. It's going to be an educational stream. You're going to learn so much about Diet Coke. You're going to learn more about Diet Coke than you ever wanted to. More than you ever thought you knew. It's going to be great. There's going to be... I'm gonna have some secret facts for you to learn. Some real fun facts that you're not going to hear otherwise. Some of them are going to be better than others, but they're all going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be like a roulette. It's like, what are you going to get, the good ones? Or are you going to get the... Well, they're still good, but they're not as good ones. I will not elaborate on why they're good. Just that it is what it is. What do you mean, please say psych? Fuck you. Come on. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be such a good stream. I promise. Come on, who doesn't love a Diet Coke stream? It'll be great. And we'll probably watch Fast ASMR again too. Who knows? Anyway, make sure there's no like art or anything. There isn't. I did put that analog video into general in the Discord, so if you want to take a peep at that, I think it's worth watching. There are some jump scares. I believe there are 2 of them that Vert mentioned. So just be wary of that. I'm fucking hungry, so I'm gonna get out of here. But I appreciate you guys sticking around, even if we did kind of pivot off what we were initially doing. I'm gonna... Damn, Forrest has been streaming 4 days in a row. I'm gonna go send you over there. Raid, salad, Forrest. And, Fiesta potatoes. I had Taco Bell the other day, but, I'm probably just gonna eat something here. Because I don't want to... I already ordered... I had, Actually, I had, like, that Mr. Beast burger shit for lunch for the first time. It wasn't bad. It was, actually, no, it wasn't even not bad. It was actually pretty decent. I do like the packaging. Although the, for some reason, the address of where it says it was made was, like, in a Marshall's. Or it looked like it was in a Marshall's, like, the department store. So I don't know what that was. Because, like, I don't think they're in real restaurants or whatever. I think it's like little ghost kitchens or whatever you call it. It's like they're in like some... maybe they rent out spaces or something. I don't know how it works, but... Subletting. Oh, I see. Something like that. So it's just kind of weird seeing where that stuff was. You know, say what you will about, you know, supporting Mr. Beast. You probably don't need it, but the burger was decent, and I'll just leave it at that. The fries were good too. Although I didn't get the cookie that I ordered. I ordered a cookie and they forgot it. I don't have a raid message. You know what? Just say what Les said. Just say get Fiesta potatoes and just leave it at that. I'll see you guys later.